Set of questions here. The title of the passage is The Role of Swiss Post Boss. The role of the Swiss Post Boss. So you notice that the question starts from 33 and then he ends at 40. So it's very likely that some of our answers will be towards the end of the passage. But I'm looking at the sentences now. Number 34, I can see 2015 there. So I can quickly solve that. Remember what I used to say, that you start with the question and you highlight keywords. What are keywords? Verbs, adverbs, adjectives, proper nouns, dates, figures, and amounts of money. I can see dates 2015 in number 34. So I'll just scan through the passage quickly and I will look for 2015. I can see 2015 in paragraph 1. Paragraph 2, I can't see 2015. Paragraph 3 is not there. Paragraph 4 is not there. Paragraph 5, 1849, 1914, 1961. 2015, I can see it in paragraph 7. I think this is 7. Today, the Swiss Post Office boasts of one of the world's most advanced coach fleets, including fuel cell models and the world's first driverless bus. This was launched in 2015 in the town of Sion, the capital of Canton of Valais, of the 26 cantons or administrative regions that make up the country. So they launched something in 2015. That's what I'm saying here. Let me go and check that statement again. The statement says that the number of driverless buses has increased steadily since 2015. Okay, let me go back to the passage. Is there anything there about something increasing? Driverless buses. So here in this paragraph, I can see the world's first driverless bus was launched in 2015. Look at the next paragraph. Did they talk about number increasing? It's not in the next paragraph. So my answer to this question, number 34, is going to be what? 34 is going to be not given. Okay? 34, not given. So since I've solved 34, I can go back a little bit to solve 33. And for 33, my keyword here is going to be First World War. You can see First World War is in capital. So let's just go back to that paragraph where we saw 2015. This place. So if we go back, you can see First World War at the beginning of that paragraph. After the First World War, Swiss Post bought a fleet of decommissioned military trucks which were converted into post buses. Okay, hold on, let's go and check the statement again. Some post buses after the First World War were originally army vehicles. Yes, that's true. They were originally army vehicles. That's what the passage says. They were decommissioned military trucks. So military refers to army. Decommissioned means military is no longer using it. So number 33 is going to be what? Number 33 is going to be true. True. Okay? So I'll just go on. So let me jump. I'm going to jump that paragraph where I saw 2015. And then I'll jump to the next paragraph to answer question 35. Let me check question 35. What do we have in 35? On the longest post bus route in Switzerland, passengers have to change buses. On the longest post bus route in Switzerland, longest post bus is a keyword here. Change buses is another keyword here. So let's go to the passage now. That place where we saw 2015. Just look at the next paragraph after that. Now, post buses often go to places that other means of transport cannot reach. Most of the drivers therefore can see themselves as educators and tour guides, although it is not their job. Okay, there's nothing about longest. Next paragraph, I can see longest. Switzerland's longest post bus journey and one of the highest crosses crosses 4 mountain passes. It crosses 4 mountain passes. And then they now say that it is an 8-hour trip undertaken by a single post bus. Let's go and check the statement again. Number 35. On the longest post bus route in Switzerland, passengers have to change buses. Take note of that part. Have to change buses. So let me go back to the passage. Is it compulsory for passengers to change buses? Look at it closely. It says it is one of the highest and it crosses 4 mountain passes. There's nothing about passengers changing buses here. Passengers have to change buses. It says 8-hour trip undertaken by no. The answer is no. Answer is negative. Answer is false. Look at it. An 8-hour trip undertaken by a single post bus. A single, that's contradicting that part of the statement that says passengers have to change buses. Can you see contradiction? If it's a single post bus, that means they are not changing buses. Okay? So number 35 is going to be what? Number 35 is going to be false. It's contradicted. Number 35 is contradicted. Number 36, the weather on the longest post bus route is likely to include extreme weather conditions. Take note of that word, extreme weather conditions. So let's go back to that paragraph. That's in paragraph where they talked about longest post bus. So look at it. Switzerland's longest post bus journey, okay, and one of the highest, crosses 4 mountain passes. The route goes through several cantons, 2 languages, German and Italian, all 4 seasons, from burning sunshine. Can you see extreme weather there? Burning sunshine. That means it's extremely hot. Extremely hot. To showers and heavy snowfalls. That's another extreme weather. Heavy snowfalls. So go back to the statement. Heavy snowfalls is another extreme weather. That statement says, number 36 says, the weather on the longest post bus route is likely to include extreme weather conditions. Yes, it is true. It is true. I'm going to write what? I'm going to write true as my answer for number 36. True. T-R-U-E. 37. There is a widely used nickname for part of the longest route used by post buses. There is a widely used nickname. A widely used nickname. Okay? That's a keyword there. For part of the longest route. That's another keyword used by post buses. So let's go back to the passage. Back to the passage. That place where I saw longest post, but let me just continue. Where is it now? Post buses often go to places. Okay? Most of the drivers see them. Switzerland longest post bus journey. Okay? I've gone. Okay, now this is where I was. Sunshine. Okay. Burning sunshine to showers and heavy snowfall. That's where I stopped. Let me just continue. And countless places of interest. One of the passes, the Gothard, is often described as, notice that part, often described as the People's Road, probably because it connects the German-speaking canton of Uri with the Italian-speaking Ticino. Like Switzerland itself, post buses speak all 4 state languages. Okay, let me. So this place where it says one of the passes, the Gothard, is often described as the People's Road. That sounds like the statement. That statement says there is a widely used nickname. Widely used nickname sounds like what? Often described as. Can you see that? So number 37 is going to be what? Number 37 is going to be true. Number 37 is going to be true. 38. The bus driver's training can be shortened if they have driven buses before joining post bus. So bus driver's training is a keyword here. Shortened, that's a verb, that's another keyword. If they have driven buses before is a keyword there, joining post bus. So let's go back to the passage. Alright, I think this is where we stopped. The People's Road. Okay, bus driver's training. Okay, now look at it. Look at this next paragraph here. Irrespective of their previous driving experience, drivers undergo lots of training. Okay, that statement is contradicted. Irrespective of their previous driving experience. In other words, their previous driving experience does not count. So number 38 is contradicted. The bus driver's training will not be shortened. If you have driven bus before, you will still undergo the normal period of training. So number 38 is going to be what? False. Number 38 is going to be false. Number 39, in some villages, most passengers are school children. In some villages, most passengers are what? School children. Let's go back to the passage. Children. Most passengers are children. I can't see anything in this paragraph that has bus drivers training. Next paragraph. Some routes are not at all busy, with the bus often carrying just 2 or 3 passengers at a time. But for most people living in small mountain villages, the post bus is of utmost importance. It not only carries the villagers to town and back, it takes village children to and from school. Oh, that's school children. Take note, read that sentence again. It not only carries villagers to the town and back, comma, it takes children to and from school. What does that mean? What is the meaning of not only? Not only means that I do this thing and I do some other things. That is the meaning of not only. Anytime you see that in IELTS reading. Okay? If somebody says, I will not only give you the money, I will send my driver to drop you. That means that what? I will give you the money and I will also send my driver to drop you. So always make sure you interpret that phrase, not only, interpret it correctly. So here, this thing means that what? This post bus will carry villagers to the town and back. It will also carry village children to school and from school. That's what we see about school children. Okay, now let's go back to the statement. Let's see what the statement says. In some villages, most passengers, what I just read in the passage now, is there anything about most passengers are school children? They didn't tell us whether majority of the passengers are school children. They only told us that what? The buses will also carry school children. That part of most, we can't see it in the passage. It's not fully supported by the passage. So my number 39 is going to be what? Not giving. Not giving. And then number 40, buses carry only rubbish that can be recycled. What's another word for rubbish? Waste, garbage. So I can say buses carry only garbage or waste that can be recycled. So let's go to the passage. I'll just continue from that place where I saw school children. So I can see collect rubbish here. Let's just continue. Let's just take it from that place where we saw. It takes village children. Have you seen the place? It takes village children to and from school. Number 2, delivers milk. That's another thing that the post buses will do. Transports milk from the village farms down to the valley. Okay? Collects rubbish from the village. Take note of that. Collects rubbish from the village. Is there anything about recycle? Go to the statement again. Buses carry only rubbish that can be recycled. Let's look at that place closely. Let's see, is there anything like recycled? So look at it again. It transports milk from the village farms to the valley. Collects rubbish from the village. Look at what is in the bracket. Swiss laws do not allow dumping anywhere in the mountains. Can you see that there's nothing about recycle there? So there's something in statement number 40 that is not in the passage. So what do we pick for number 40? Not giving. Okay? Not giving. That's going to be our answer. Not giving. Because the passage does not tell us about whether the waste is recycled or not recycled. Do you get my point now? So I'm going to pick what? Not giving as my answer for number 40. Hope you get my analysis. So I'm looking at the answers now. Number 33 is true. My answer is correct. 34 is not giving. 35 is false. 36 is true. 37 is true. 38 is false. 39 not giving. 40 is not giving. All my answers are correct. So true, false, not giving. You see the way I've used keywords to guide my answers. Studying closely. And you see I solved these questions in about, I think 30 minutes or thereabout. So practice questions like this so that you can get used to this thing called true, false, not giving. Okay? Thank you very much.